Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eziel, Lancer on Feral Valley, and I'm going to do a quick Tera 101 series guide number 25 on how to dye equipment. But before we get started, one of the really cool things that has changed here in one of the latest updates, I think probably about a week ago, is you can stop these guards here and actually find out exactly where different people are at. And especially if you're new to an area, this is very useful. So I want to find the dye merchant, who, if you look over here, is pinged over on just behind me. So what you want to do in your dyeing equipment is you want to basically find where the dye merchant is at, go talk to this person, and one of the things is to remember that you've got these different dye bottles and dye kits. The dye bottles here is you've got, you know, this mysterious dye, you've got red dye, and then spectacular or spectral red dye, and then empty vials. The mystery dye basically is just some random color for one day. So basically it's going to take one of these right here, you use it, and it's going to be completely random. And of course if you use these, then it's going to be that one color for one day. And then if you use the spectral, it'll be 7 days. Now, one thing to keep in mind here is that with your dyes and stuff, you can kind of see here that on my equipment here, I've got dyed 6 days left. From what I understand, this is your actual gameplay time, so it's actually 7 full days. So take 24 hours, multiply that by 7. That's how long it basically going to last. I mean, it's pretty permanent, I think, with that. Now, this is just a beginner guide, so I'm really not going to go too much into the actual dye kits here. But if you just look real quick here, you can kind of see that you can purchase these different dyes, and it requires certain things, empty vials, and then of course certain types of petals or things like that. So I plan on doing an advanced guide down the road on this, but for now, I just want to show you how to dye your equipment here. So I'm going to start with, I like orange. Let's do orange. I'm just going to do one orange item here. So let's go ahead and I'm going to zoom into my guy. Looks pretty badass with his teal stuff, but we're going to change it anyways. So what you want to do is take off the armor set first. Or if you get an inventory, you want to dye it first before you put it on, you could do that. But you just take it off, and then what you could do is close this out, and then open this up, and then this brings up the orange dye. Now, the different dyes have different variations to them, and I guess I could probably purchase all the different dyes just to show you kind of the palettes of everything there. So I will probably do that here shortly, but just to kind of give you the quick rundown here, you take your item, you can just right-click on it, or you can drag it, whichever you prefer. So I'm going to put that right there, and then what you can do is you can actually set this to preview, which allows you to preview the item on you. Now I have not dyed this, so as you can see, it's what the original color is. Now when you select the different color dyes, you can go through and basically just kind of check everything out and see how it looks. And you can kind of see I've got this light orange, bright orange, and then kind of like a reddish maroon almost, it looks like right there. So you can go through and kind of zoom in, zoom out, you know, show and hide your UI so you can kind of get a better look of your guy and everything there. Close this out and just start back with fresh. So now this is just kind of, like I said, just a quick quick insight into the dyeing for us. So I'm going to do this really off orange color here, and what you'll do is just apply the dye. It'll ask you if you want to, you hit yes, and then get your item back off, and then equip your item. And then now you can see basically my guy here is, you know, got that full decked out orange right there. So now just to go a little bit more in depth here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to buy one of all of these different types of dyes here for us. All right, cool deal. So we're going to test some of this out. I got some money to spend, why not? I'll spend it showing you guys exactly what you can do with dyes. So let's go ahead, and what we'll do is I'll take off my gloves and my boots here. Oh, look at that, it looks all brown. Okay, so let's start off with the purple. I'll throw in, you know what, let me just take off my armor, because you know what, that's probably the best one to really show you. So we'll put the armor right here. And so again, preview, we're going to hide our UI so I can see a little bit better here. Oh, actually I can't do my dyeing that way. And you can kind of see the different variations of purple here. Got like a dark purple and a light pinkish purple, violet, different things like that. So I'm not going to apply any of that, but I wanted to kind of show you guys kind of how some of this armor looks with the different colorations right here. So close that out. Now remember, you've got to right click on the dye itself. So let me put this back here. Then you got like a dark blue, like a cold blue, almost like a purplish blue on the blue there. So that's pretty cool. So close this out, and then we'll do the yellow dye here. only two colors here. Got almost like an orangish sunset and then like a real bright yellow here. So, okay, that's pretty cool. So let's check out the green here, which I think this is the one I've got on. Yeah, I've got that like that teal looking green. This is kind of like a faded green. Ah, there's my teal color green. That almost looks like cold steel. It didn't even look like a green color. That's kind of weird. Close that out. We already did orange, so I'm going to do the red dye here. And got these different reds. And really this red almost looks as similar as that one right back there. So let's check out and see what happens when you use the mysterious one. I've actually never used this before. So apparently you put it on and it's completely randomized. So I guess you just have to hit apply to find out. There's no way to do that. So, all right, let's apply. Let's see what happens. Oh, yay, I got purple. Really cool. So I'm going to go through and mess around with my dyes a little bit more, and we'll go from there. But I just want to kind of give a rundown of exactly how to find the dye merchant, and then also how to actually utilize the dyeing system there. So, and FYI, if you haven't already, make sure you get your eye patch and your cap, because you look cool like a pirate. Arr, me matey. All right, guys, you have a good one. Leave comments on the YouTube channel or meet me on the forums over at the Lancer area or Feral Valley, and or PM me, and I will talk to you guys later, and happy hunting.